Holy crap, it's a Dark Avenger live episode, and it's only been a month. Somebody stop the presses, and holy crap, did I get a haircut? Look at his big head. The big head is back, everybody. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Dark Avenger live show, once a week, every Friday night. And we are here for an hour. We are talking comments. We are talking everything, and half of you people probably forgot about this show because it's been about a month since I've actually done Dark Avenger Live, but hopefully you guys will remember as you see it coming live on Comic Frontline, and you'll pop by like right here. We got MT. What's going on, MT? It's been a while since we've actually talked. How you doing, man? Great to see you. And yeah, so today was a very eventful day. Got a haircut. Thus why you can see the big, shiny front part of my head again. It's okay. People rub it for good luck. It's a good thing. It's a good look, I think. But anyway, lots of stuff going on in comics. From what I hear, Secret Empire issue 9 definitely picked up. I haven't read that yet. We'll be reading it soon. I actually got something in the mail that I'm going to share with everybody very soon. And as a matter of fact, when I share that, I actually have another piece of news I'm going to share. But before I do that, I'm actually going to open up and get the link to that piece of news. The link so that I can share it with everybody here on Comic Frontline and here on the show. Now, I know it's going to take a while before everybody pops in. So, MT, while I'm waiting, how you doing, man? How's it been? It's been a while. How are you? That's not the right link, so let's try this again. Have you gotten Crash Insane Collection? Yes, Michael has been playing it, actually. Frontline Gaming Zone. Tonight, however, he won't be. He's been doing it. I've been doing my live show. Doing Crash over on Frontline Gaming Zone. Today, however, I'm going to be doing a Twitch stream directly after tonight here on Frontline. I'm going to be going over to my Twitch, and I'm going to be doing a 3-hour long grand finale live stream for Friday the 13th. I've been playing Friday the 13th on my Twitch for a very long time, and that game has been nothing but headaches, nerve, frustration. I mean, you name it, it's been it. So tonight, let me fix my camera. Tonight will be the last time I play Friday the 13th as a regular series on my Twitch. After that, I'm going to be doing Titanfall. I'm going to be doing Halo. I'm going to be continuing Halo, Overwatch. I've got this new games coming out like Destiny 2. I've been good. Is the first Crash still? Oh yeah. Oh, they made sure to make it just as hard. They made it just as hard as the original. And the jump counter, I believe, is off a bit, too. So, yeah, they made that Crash just as hard as every single Crash before it. Go figure. So, but it's a fun game. I would recommend it. The second one, Michael had a blast with. Mike's going to be going into the third and final one. Warped! Soon. Just not tonight. Maybe over the weekend. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, other than that, I got my books today. I actually did get a couple of nice books. I'm actually still waiting for 2 books, but I think one of them was a mistake. I still didn't get TMNT Part 3 from DCBS, so I wrote them, and I also have a trade that I'm waiting for, but that I think was delayed as well. I heard a level is only DLC because of how difficult it is. We didn't get any DLC offers for the Insane Collection. I mean, I'll look, but I don't believe we got any DLC. There was no DLC announced, at least. No, not to my knowledge, there was no DLC announced. But anyway, it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy week of writing, and today, actually, ironically, I made really good talk with a lot of people in my hairdresser while I was waiting for my hair to get done, or to get my hair done, because Tommy was actually getting a haircut as well. Got a couple of book sales. One person really liked the book a lot, wanted to share it with a few people, so I made a couple of really great sales there. Celestial Falcon is definitely built. It's definitely circulating throughout Brooklyn now. Have you ever DSP? What's DSP? DS I know would be Dead Space. I don't know what DSP is. What's up, Deuterock 20? Thanks for the compliment. People can make wishes again on my head. Rub my head for good luck. But I need to get rid of that hair, man. I had not cut my hair for about a year and a month. Dark, no. Never played that game. Or if you mean have I ever heard of him? No. Never heard of him either, if that's a person. I'm pretty brand new on Twitch, so I don't really know too many streamers. I'm meeting a lot of people, though, in comments. Really quickly, it's building up, and I'm very happy about that. But hopefully, as we keep going, it'll keep building up more and more and more. I have a Discord. If you guys are interested in the Discord, I'll share a link out later in the show for that. I'm actually going to pop into my Discord because I'm going to need it later on tonight for gaming. Set that up. What's up, Rain? Shows you're streaming. I don't understand why it takes so long to show that I'm streaming. Weird stuff, man. Discord always goes right away. I don't understand why there's such an issue with. All right. Just making sure everything's okay here. Yep. Okay. What's up, Jay? Guess what? I got a haircut. Head for good luck now again. You can see my big head. Look how big my head got. Isn't it nice? People forgot because I've been wearing my hat for like a good 9 months, maybe. We were waiting for the baby to be born. Chopped the head off. I had my hair officially, the last time I got a haircut was July of 2016. Today is when I got my first haircut in a year. And that's not due to lazy. That's due to circumstance. Every time I was ready for a haircut, my hairdresser was gone on vacation or whatever. Whenever I wasn't able to get a haircut, or my mom would go or somebody else would go, I couldn't go because I was doing something else. It literally every time. 1 year later in a big afro, like no kidding, it came to about out to here. Finally, it's all gone. JJ Binks. And I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. You notice that I'm here alone, right? You notice that somebody's missing? Somebody fell asleep on the couch and no matter what I said, would not wake up. He's out like a light. Would not wake up. Said 3 times. What's up, Kenneth Crowley Jr.? How you doing, man? Would not wake up. I tried. So I'm sorry for anybody who's here from Mike. And that's strange just saying that. But for anybody who is here from Mike, whenever he wakes up, he'll be here. If not, then, well, so far he's got a good half hour, 45 minutes before the show ends. So, oh, of course, Jay, you know that. He'll be like, no, I wasn't. No. Are you getting the new God of War game? Hell yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to be streaming the hell out of that when it comes. Now, all right. I've got a fair amount of you here, and I'm going to repeat it again anyway before the end of the stream. So we're gonna get down to some fun stuff. So I got some stuff in the mail today. I'm too excited to save it for the whole video. Maybe I should come up to Brooklyn and wake Mike up. Dude, you're welcome to, but he ain't going to get up. So I saw on Facebook, new clothing or DLC Friday. Yeah. Well, after tonight, I won't be streaming Friday the 13th regularly until October. And even in October, it's going to be one of the many horror games I'm going to be playing. It will not still be on a regular stream basis. I'm done with this game. After tonight's 3-hour live stream, I'm done. I never want to even think about Friday the 13th. That game was so horribly put together. I'm glad that I started my Frontline Gaming reviews with Fortnite instead of Friday the 13th because I would have started the series bashing on a game, hardcore. Now, my next review, for those of you that are enjoying the gaming reviews, I will be doing a Lawbreakers review very soon. I want to record a couple of more streams, maybe 1 or 2 more, so I have more content. And there was just a patch update also. So if they did change the game, I want to make sure that it didn't change. You know, it's not a fundamental change that I need to take note of before I do the review. Is there any Superman back issues that you don't have in your collection that you wish you have? I'm sorry, but I gotta agree with Jay. Action Comics #1. Action Comics #1 would be a dream come true for me. And also Superman 14, the one where he has the eagle and the American flag. That was pretty cool. Have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's? Yes. I would like to get those games again. So I got a really cool package in the mail today. As I'm going to pause comment. Well, I'm not pausing comment. You guys can still comment. I'll answer you guys as soon as I'm done. I got a really cool package in the mail today. It has nothing to do with my regular comics that I buy. But it came. It's here. I have a bunch of them. And as you can see, it's a piece of paper. It's a big piece of paper. I finally got my Celestial Falcon prints in the mail. Check it out. Look at how awesomely glossy. By the same printer, by the way, who does not have fingerprints on his printing. This stuff is made of really nice paper. It looks glossy. It looks gorgeous. Look at that. This is the final form, as they say, for Celestial Falcon. This is where the first story arc will be building up to. And that's the only hint I'm going to drop. I'm not going to drop how the costume. I'm not going to drop anything other than this is the costume. That's it. So, and this has been shared everywhere already on what do you call it? Last Emperor Press 529. So this is nothing. This picture is not new to you guys. The print is what's new, and I actually have it already up on the wall over there. It is there forever now. It is part of comic book wall here. But yes, and I have a lot of them. A lot of these. So I'm going to be selling these guys. So if anybody's interested, feel free to message me, and we'll see if we can work something out where you send me the money and I'll send you a print. I'd love for you guys to have that print. But now talking about that and talking about Last Emperor Press, I want to take a moment to mention we have a newsletter going out. It goes out every week. It goes out once a week unless I'm sure something huge happens and there's more than one. It will not spam your inbox. It is super, super important to us because that is the behind the scenes and also not behind the scenes news coming out of Last Emperor Press 529. So Celestial Falcon, Pneumatic Cases, Fireside Tales, you name it, any new stories that are coming out, The Last Ember, Kickstarters, what have you, writing process. There's a lot that goes out in this newsletter. I'm going to be sharing a link in the chat. All you have to do, it's completely free, mailing list. Thank you, Jay. It's completely free to sign up. You get a free copy of The Last Ember, issue 0, digitally, free comic. And you can cancel at any time, whenever you like. It does not spam your inbox. You get a lot of really awesome information that no one else in the world, unless they're part of the mailing list, get. This is a special newsletter, so that's the link. Which what? I cannot share a link. Why can I not share a link? It will not let me share the link. It will not let me share the link. That makes no sense. It will not let me share the link. Jay, please do me a favor. It's not letting me share the link. It's saying that I'm not allowed to. And I'm on Frontline. Can you share the link, Jay? Because it's not letting me do it. Jay's going to share the link in a moment. And no, I have not heard about the Josh Whedon scandal. I could care less. I mean, Josh Whedon's a nice guy from what I hear. I really don't delve into stars and people's lives. Nicolas Cage is not going to play the Joker. And I'm not getting the new Bubsy. No. I have a reprint of Action Comics. Well, I have a bunch of reprints of Action Comics #1. It was part of the DC. Yeah, that was one of them. Yep. That's one of the copies I have is the Millennium Edition that came out in 2000. I have that one. Yep. That's one of them out of the many. But yeah, join the newsletter. You can go on lastemperpress.com as well, and you can join the mailing list. That way, free comic, once a week email, giving you guys the background on what's going on with LEP every single week. If there's anything big that's dropping, you know you're going to get it on that mailing list first. So definitely sign up for the email. I'm sorry, I tried to send the link. For some reason, it's just not letting me send it. And I'm the owner of this live stream, and I cannot send it to you guys. As much as I would love to, every time I send it, it's saying that it's no good. Error, try again. Yeah, I don't understand. That's the exact same link I'm sending. I don't understand why Jay can do it and I can't. Oh, Nicolas Cage. If he could play Joker, no. I wouldn't like to see Nicolas Cage as Joker. Not really. I mean, he is insane. At this point, if DC wants Nicolas Cage as the Joker and Nicolas Cage is willing to do it, he's going to do it. So that's all I can say about Nicolas Cage playing Joker. Do I see him as a Joker? I don't see Nicolas Cage being a Joker. I had a hard time seeing Nicolas Cage as Ghost Rider. I had a worse time seeing Nicolas Cage as Superman. Thank you, God, that movie never happened. May we never talk about that movie ever again. Or even think about making that movie ever again. I heard the new God of War game will deal with Norse mythology. Yes, it will. And rather than Greek mythology. Yes, it will, because we've already gone through most, if not all, of Greek mythology in God of War. So we got to go to some mythology, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited to see where the next step in God of War is and how Kratos is even alive when he died, if that makes sense. So that's just me, and that's God of War. I've been trying to get all the Superman trade paperbacks from the post-crisis era, age 90 print. I have to go. Listen, Kenneth, I have Volume 1 of Man of Steel. Volume 2, 3, and 4, and 5. One of them isn't available. Out of all 1 through 7, one of them is not available, and that's because there's some really big issues that are very hard to find that were in those trades. And one of those trades is $80 to get the trade. The trade paperback that is already a reprint of a reprint. So I don't know why, but I really do wish DC would really go back and reprint some of their Man of Steel trades. It's ridiculously hard to get one of those volumes. I cannot remember which one. I have it in my wish list in case they ever do remake that trade, but it's for crazy. I will not pay $80 for a trade paperback. I'd rather go out in the world and find those issues of Superman than literally buying the Man of Steel trade paperback for $80. I'm sure I could find every single issue that's in that trade, except the one that's super expensive, probably for under $80. And then if I'm willing to go the extra mile, I try not to pay over cover price. Exactly. For past trade backs, I'm with you on that. Yeah, absolutely. Why am I going to pay more money for a book that reprints the original comics when I probably could go out and buy the individual comics and pay what the ridiculous price of the up-priced trade is? No. I'll figure out what books are in that Man of Steel trade, and I'll just end up getting the books. First 35 issues of Invincible. Invincible's are really good. Yeah, I like Invincible. I love Invincible. Invincible's a good story. I'm very sad to see Invincible going soon. It's going to be sad to see Invincible end. But I have a feeling Robert Kirkman has a surprise for everybody. Superman Exile Omnibus is coming out in April. I like Superman Exile. You're going to like it too, Kenneth. I think it involves Exile. I have all the trades that are in the Omnibus. Let me put it that way. So I think you'll enjoy it because I think it has Exile, Kryptonian Man, and I have Kryptonian Man. And then they have the introduction of the Eradicator or something along those lines. So you'll enjoy it. You will enjoy Superman Exile. No, I have not read Outcast. You asked me this, I think, once before, MT. I haven't read Outcast. The only things I've read from Robert Kirkman are Walking Dead, and I'm way behind on that. Invincible, and I think he did something else that I read. It was a miniseries. You think Marvel will ever make a Eternals film? Marvel's making films or TV shows or Netflix, Hulu, streaming video exclusives all the time. So maybe It's a possibility. It's a very strong possibility, depending on who owns the rights to it. I mean, if some other company bought it, but I don't know. Possibly. It's a very good possibility. So, anyway, this week. I have a lot of books to read this week. The whole videos will return now that Brent and I did the Defenders, which the Defenders was an excellent series. I enjoyed it a lot. I did watch a little bit of Media Madness, which happened this past Wednesday, and I agree with Jay. I mean, there were certain faults in the series, but out of 5 stars, I give Defenders a 4. I give it a solid 4. I enjoyed it. Look, I'm not sitting here telling you I am a TV, movie, smart person that knows everything, and I'm the last person people should come to when it comes to TV and movies, because I really don't do a lot of it. But I know when I watch something if I like it or I don't. And I'll tell you right now, Defenders, Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Daredevil, both seasons, I loved it. Now, Jessica Jones kind of went up and down. Luke Cage is ending. You gave it 4 1/4. I thought you gave it 3 1/4. No, you did give it 4 1/4. You did. That's right. So me and you are about the same. You gave it a little extra 4th. I don't do the 4th thing. I usually just say 4, 4.5. But I liked it. I thought Defenders was great. I really liked Iron Fist. I loved Daredevil both seasons. Jessica Jones, like I said, up and down, and Luke Cage towards the end. Towards the end, man. Getting through that second half of the season was rough, but it was still good. Everyone else, I know everyone else gave it lower. I know a lot of people were ragging on it. You were the highest, and I agreed with your review the most. I was more towards what you were saying than anything else. But what's up, Jason Smith? I have no problem. Now, I did watch Tony's review of Iron Fist and what his complaints were. And I can understand his complaints about it. The Meachums playing a huge part in the whole Iron Fist series. I could see that. I can understand that. Again, though, it didn't take away from me and my enjoyment of Iron Fist. When it came to Defenders, I think everybody got equal screen time. I think everybody had a good part in the Defenders. There were a few hiccups. It was kind of funny that Madame Gao is the only one that has like that force ability, Mini Yoda, as what Brent would call her. But I really enjoyed it. I liked the ending. I liked the cliffhanger with what's going to happen next with certain characters. I'm a little annoyed that Jessica Jones and Luke Cage didn't exactly get as close as we wanted, but then again, that would hurt Midnight Nurse. So Claire, it's like, do you want them to hurt Claire? I'll tell you, Misty Knight is definitely getting very accurate to her comic character, which I'm looking forward to seeing where Misty Knight goes. But I just hope that Iron Fist 2 isn't Daughters of the Dragon under the guise of Iron Fist, and we don't truly, because I feel like we need more, Danny. We don't. I mean, if there's an episode dedicated to the Daughters of the Dragon, that's fine. But if the whole series is basically Daughters of the Dragon, Iron Fist Light, I would rather they just do a Daughters of the Dragon series and not do it on Iron Fist. What's up, Jesse? JLS Comics in the house. Haven't seen the Defenders yet because internet is down right now, so I'll get to it. Understood. I can't wait to get a Moon Knight series. Oh, that's a possibility. Moon Knight's a possibility. That definitely, I think, was one of the possibilities. Unfortunately, I would love to see a She-Hulk. I don't think that's going to happen. I would love to see it happen, but I don't see it happening at all. She-Hulk, not Moon Knight. Moon Knight could happen. Too many companies have too many rights. That's the problem with today's Marvel society. I'm semi-excited for Marvel Legacy, though everybody, myself included, is realizing that Marvel's really not changing. It looks like all their stories are moving forward in wherever they're at. And look, some stories will get better, some stories will stay the same, which is bad, and some stories will get worse. 'Tis the way things are, the way DC is, the way independents are. I mean, no one Marvel is not the only company that has good times and bad times. I love a Blade. Oh, I would love a Blade Netflix series. Marvel has yet to let me down. I agree. Kenneth, 100% agree with you. I have not been let down. I mean, like I said, there were stronger and weaker parts of seasons, but I've not been let down with a Marvel Netflix series yet. 100% agree with you, man. 100% agree with you. But have you ever seen the Fantastic Four animated series? I saw an episode of it, but I really don't get too deep into. I didn't see much of it. What's up, Tevia? My little boomerang pirate. Tell us, what hast thou boomerang today? But anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just joking with Tevia. But I'll tell you one thing that's really starting to annoy me. I'll tell you one thing, and this is just me, and this is not reflected on anybody else on Frontline. I'm the one saying this. I'm getting freaking tired of people, and they know who they are, who use Marvel SJW as their title, as either clickbait or because they're trying to really cause a controversy with Marvel. Yes, Marvel has been to them. DC has as well. Both companies have. It's amazing that the world forgot that DC, during the New 52, turned Jay Garrick gay. No, Alan Scott. Alan Scott gay. The Green Lantern from JSA, they turned him gay. Alan Scott. People are forgetting that because DC's not talking about that anymore. I'm tired. Thank you, Kenneth. I'm tired of it. There are people who are literally making YouTube careers out of making the title SJW Marvel fill in the blank. And I'm tired of it. It's stupid. And anyone who's watching that stuff and listening to these misinformed, ill-informed, don't know what the hell they're talking about, idiocy out the ass. I'm sorry. Tabby, you're subscribed to you. Then I'm sorry. There's nothing we can say. Here, over here, if you notice, we don't put that in our titles. We deal with the truth. Now, I'll sit here and tell you guys, I don't agree with Iceman being gay. That was forced. Whether it be for diversity, SJW, whatever, I don't care. I don't care what it was done for. But I'll tell you the truth and say that that was forced. Have to having Miles. You have to have Miles wherever there's a Peter Parker thing. That's bullshit. But I'm not going to sit here and make an entire video about SJW Marvel makes Iceman gay because push to do this, push to do bullshit. Listen, you want the truth, this is where you're going to find it. This is where you're going to find it. You see, and that's what drives me batty, is people get such great clickbait off of it. It's stupid. It's dumb. But it's something that's been on my mind all week. And you see it if you find the right channels all the time. So it just drives me absolutely batshit crazy. And it's like you'll see a channel that has like really shitty views, and then they'll use the title SJW Marvel for like 1 or 2 videos, and it'll be like 100 and something views, 100 something views, 200 views, and then you see the SJW Marvel thing, and it's like 5,000 views. And then they go back to the hundreds. They do another SJW, 5,000 views. Welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You were sleeping, weren't you? Continuing. Yeah, I'm glad you're feeling good. So, going back to the comments. I'm sorry. I was blasting on people using SJW Marvel as clickbait, and they're ill-informed. You know what we've talked about before.
Okay.
Ill-informed, idiotic, yada 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 yada, etc.
All right.
Okay. Marvel on ABC, I don't think was a good fit for TV shows as much as I enjoyed part of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's been up and down. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I haven't really watched too much of. Amen. Okay, we got that. I jump into EXO. EXO is Mike's favorite book. I like it too. I'm behind though. Iceman was. Yes, he was. True or not, it's Iceman. Wait, no. I read that wrong. True or not, I went all the way to the bottom. True or not, now, It's too much negativity for me. I agree. And that's the problem. Too many people are being negative on Marvel, and that's what's pushing new readers, old readers, all readers away. And that's bullshit. And that's why I believe it needs to be stopped. That's just my opinion. Will it stop? I'm no overlord of the internet. And even if I was, I'm not. That's suppression. People will cry that they're being suppressed from telling mistruths, or as uninformed as they are, they have a right to their opinion. It's us, the viewers, that have to be smart enough to know that's dumb, and I'm not going to watch that video anymore. But anyway, to quote Ric Flair, that's humiliating, that's disgraceful, that's the end. Exactly. I just feel like it's hurting Marvel. Am I on Marvel's side? Absolutely not. Marvel's done a lot of shit that I don't agree with. I just dropped Hulk and Amazing Spider-Man come October or November? October. I'm not defending Marvel in any shape or form. I can't even follow anybody from Marvel. Half of them are really deep, especially certain writers are very deep into politics, and I'm not political in any way. And you see, I follow a comic writer because I want to hear about their comic stuff, and all you see is political. Good night. Done. Nope. I know, yeah, I think maybe we could say that Emma Frost turned him gay. That's what we should do. I think the problem with a lot of Marvel, unfortunately, they keep pushing their agenda. I think Marvel's trying to fix it, but then I don't know. It all depends on where Marvel's going. What did you think about Punisher getting the War Machine armor? I'm looking forward to that. That's the Punisher stuff coming.
That one I'm looking forward to reading.
Miles has been broken beyond hell because he shouldn't be in the 616. He should be in the Ultimate Universe. What's up, Rollicom, by the way? Sad. We're talking about Miles now. That Frank Castle's War Machine, Marvel pretty much confirmed they're killing most of their villains. Possibility. Turning Frank Castle Punisher into War Machine is a terrible idea. I don't think it's gonna last. You guys really think that? Let's, as comic readers, as people who've read comics, or as a person who's read comics for many years now, does anything truly stick? Does anything ever really stay unless it's really good? And judging by what I'm seeing here alone, right? How many of you really, truly, and honestly think the Punisher's going to stay War Machine? Do you think the Punisher's going to stay War Machine long?
It's going to be just a little mini thing.
It's going to be an arc. It's going to be a little arc. Maybe 2 arcs. Maybe 3 arcs. But it's going to end. And he's going to lose the suit. I don't think they're implying it, Tevia, but they're not. They're not executing it. That's the problem. You got to execute. He might have stolen the suit, Rollicon. We don't know yet. I like following most of the DC comic writers and creators more because they have some interesting stories to tell about current and past stories. Like, I follow Dan Jurgens. Exactly. They don't really go deep into politics, but I mean, I'm not going to drop names. I'm really not. You guys, if you go on Twitter and you look up some of the writers, you'll see who's political, who's raging political, and who's not. But the real Tony Stark will be back in about a year. I think so. I agree, Firestorm. What's up, Firestorm and Spartan? 2 of the people who will be on my Twitch stream tonight after this show in an hour. Less than an hour. An hour minus 15 minutes. 45 minutes from now.
Yep.
And we'll be doing our finale for Friday the 13th. We might actually have a guest with us, too. Dwayne McDuffie, creator of Static Shock, actually pitched a similar idea to Marvel in the 90s. Yes, that's one of them, Tevia. He's definitely one of them. He's one of them. I will not say any names because I know these comments will disappear when the stream is over and this becomes a video, but there are a lot. Yeah, see, DNGN right here. First of all, DN, happy birthday. Second of all, Frank Castle was Frankencastle and literally an angel of death. He was, well, it was called Frankencastle, but yeah, he was Frankenstein and an angel of death, and they pretty much changed him back. I don't know how Castle didn't get War Machine armor sooner. Exactly. It's all about guns. I know. So now War Machine is dead for the time being. So, yeah, why not steal the armor? Which comic book deaths do you guys think was most tragic? Saw a video on Comics Explained on that subject recently. I personally think the most impactful death, you gotta think for a moment. Because when you say death, yeah, that's right. He had a Captain America life outfit for a while too after Cap died. You got to think of a character that died and stayed dead. You can't say Superman's death meant a lot now for current day stuff. It meant a lot when it happened. It meant a lot in the history books. But now, yeah, DN, I think there's one right there. Gwen Stacy. Gwen Stacy died and stayed dead. They never brought her back. They recently created Spider-Gwen, but that's an alternate world Gwen Stacy. Other than it being an alternate world Gwen Stacy, we've never seen. I mean, you could say Jean Grey. Jean Grey died. She's dead. The young Jean Grey is from the past. So you got to think of somebody who died and stayed dead. Captain Marvel was another very strong death. I remember that. I read that online. Jean Grey's the Dark Phoenix saga and anything that involved the Phoenix, it was tragic for both her and Scott. So, and yes, I gotta say, you're right. Gwen Stacy's death, it did have a huge impact in the early 70s. It did. And originally Stan Lee wanted Peter Parker to marry Gwen Stacy. Wolverine's dead for now. Firestorm was the worst death for me, but of course well, look, man, I agree. And even trying to bring him back, it wasn't easy. Carol Landers didn't die, but was in a coma. That's what Tony Stark is. Tony Stark's not dead. He's in a coma. He's in a very critical condition coma, but he's in a coma. So, how are you today?
Good.
Get a good rest?
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. They have not cloned Gwen nonstop, Tevia. The clone of Gwen and Spider-Gwen are the only two Gwens I know. Nice Spider-Man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I have this one, and then I have a Spider-Man face one, but this is the one that I'm more particular with. Tevia, you're sick with a lot of things in Marvel, man. I think Wolverine should stay dead. I would like Wolverine to be alive. Yeah, Tony's in an R2D2 coma, meaning he'll wake up exactly when we need him again. Exactly. Exactly. They did try to kill Mary Jane. That's kind of like the way, what's his name? Oh my God. Oh, what was his name that's in DC? Who's the guy that's in DC that wanted to kill Nightwing? Jay, I know you're still in the comments. Who's the guy that wanted to kill Nightwing and he almost did it again in Forever Evil and it didn't happen? I forgot his name. Wow, I don't believe his name left my mind. It's not going to come back to me either. Watch. What's up, Justin? Who's the heads of DC? Who are the heads? It's Jeff Lill. Not Jeff Lill. Oh, God. I'm batting 1,000 today. Dan Didio. Thank you. Dan Didio. That's it. Dan Didio. Thank you. That's the one. Aunt May's death was sad until they screwed. Aunt May's death was the catalyst to splitting Spider-Man and Mary Jane up permanent. That's what Aunt May's death was. And then what really pisses me off is somebody actually was talking to Dan Slott on Twitter about why it's a good idea for Spider-Man and Mary Jane to be married. And they brought up, the comparison. They're like, well, Superman has a family and his story is still interesting. And Dan Slott's answer to that was, but that's Superman. That's not Spider-Man. But if somebody's telling you the book is good and he can have a family and technically still be good, and you're like, well, there's renew your vows, so I know that writing is, so why can't you make it 616? What is the big deal? What's the big deal? The head at Marvel does not want selfishly to have Peter Parker and Mary Jane together, so It ain't happening. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm tired of Spider-Man. But to be honest, to be fair, I'm not a dedicated Spider-Man fan. As you guys know, I love Superman. So for me to drop Spider-Man is not a big deal. If Mike Spider-Slayer, Cat, or Brand were like, I'm not reading Spider-Man anymore, I'm done, then you know there's a problem. Then you know there's a real issue. For me, it's just another comic book I read. If I drop Superman, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Joe Quesada, thank you. To be fair, Final Crisis would have been way better if they went through it. Jason Todd was supposed to become the new Nightwing to honor. Well, instead, they all fought to be Batman. The Watcher is dead. I don't know if they're bringing him back, but the Watcher... No, I don't think they're bringing him back. I think Nick Fury is the new Watcher permanent. Everybody has something against poor Spider-Man. If Jay drops Superman... If Jay drops Superman, the world's over.
Can you just close the door?
I heard... Yeah, could you go deal with that, please? Thank you. I think the Watcher is still dead. At the end, they tried to kill him in Forever Evil. In Fables, there was one that was a wow moment for me, too. I almost did drop Superman during Superman Red and Superman Blue thing. I actually picked up Superman after that, so for me, that was the past. I actually bought all the issues connected to that. Also, I did drop Superman New 52 for 4 months, and then I just realized I couldn't do it, so I ended up going back and getting all the physical books. 1602. I think I read an issue or two of that. I didn't read the whole series of 1602, I don't believe. A lot of people drop Superman, Tavia, but again, it's like Mike Spider-Slayer or anybody else that likes Spider-Man. They can't drop Spider-Man, they'll ride out the storm. Me and Jay, we rode out the New 52 storm. For 5 years, we rode that storm. I don't think Jason as Nightwing would necessarily be better, but Connor's death... Oh, Connor's death really was impactful, too, yeah. Felt so out of place for Final Crisis. I don't think so, because it was temporary, and when they brought him back, it was really like a, wow, I'm really glad. They only kept... Connor was dead for like a year. Maybe a year and a half, and then they brought him back. It was cool. I was happy to see Connor back. I think his death impacted a lot of characters more than it impacted us, the readers. It impacted the world instead. Charles Xavier is still alive somewhere. Have you read Superman, The Legion of Superheroes by Jeff Johns? Yes. It was good. I love Superman and Rebirth. I think DC fixed every single problem that we had as readers and fans of Superman with Superman by, first of all, bringing back the pre-New 52 Superman, and then throwing in, hey, you guys were super pissed we took Superman and Lois and unmarried them. They're married again. Then, to put the cherry on top, remember the baby from Convergence is going to be a 5-year-old. And you guys are going to see Superman as a dad and have a family. All they got to do to put the sprinkles on top of the cherry is to bring back the Kents. If the Kents were somehow alive, I'd be very happy. Did Connor die? No, Connor died in Final Crisis. No, he came back in Final Crisis. I don't remember what crisis he died in. Maybe it was Infinite Crisis. So... Either way, I thought Connor's death bothered me the most because I'm a huge Superboy fan. I've loved Connor since I started reading Superman. He was one of my favorite supporting Superman family characters. So when he came back, I was super happy. Deadman's been dead forever. Yeah, exactly. Supergirl and the Flash's death and Crisis on Infinite Earths. Those were sad, yes. But they didn't last. Flash came back in the early 2000s, and Supergirl had many iteration rebirths before finally they brought back the Supergirl, period. Like the Supergirl, the real Kara Zor-El. Yes and no. but I still, but I think that Oz has the real Connor from pre-New 52. That's what I think, at least.
Yep.
Is that all you're gonna say all show? How about you talk for a little
Well,
bit?
no one's asking me a question.
How old are you?
You know how old I am.
See, you're not even answering that question. I think Barry Allen should have remained dead because Wally West was. Wally West is still around though, so you can't really say anything bad. He might die soon and then come back, but Wally West is still alive. Original.
Yeah, I said that before. Original.
Enjoying your original?
Yep. Oh, for sure. What, this Derek Jeter shirt?
Remember that Firestorm is a super Phillies fan.
Oh, well. Yeah, I'm Yankees all the way.
Yeah, Dude Rock 20 was literally only here for you.
All right. Any opinion on Soul Stance?
Solstice. Who's Solstice?
I don't know who the hell is Solstice.
Will Wally and his wife get back? Oh, I'm sure DC has something planned to bring them back together. Mr. Oz is Ozymandias. I'm almost sure about it.
What's your favorite Punisher title of all time? Favorite Punisher title? But there really isn't any favorite Punisher title. Like, it depends on like the stories I read. Like, remember when there was one where he killed like
Yeah, and I'm going to answer yours in a moment. Good.
when he killed like all the Marvel Avengers and stuff like that? Oh, there was one with that had Johnny Nightmare. That was my favorite title. I couldn't
Now,
remember what it was.
DN says that Superman, the Reborn saga, didn't merge the new and the old. It deleted the new and at least the thought of the old being dead, you come back in an alternate universe. DN, for me, I feel like it explained a little bit. It made me feel like, okay, New 52 Superman was Superman Red. After the whole Superman Red and Blue thing, he flew off into the New 52. And then Superman Blue, which was our Superman from pre-New 52, came back. They re-merged together. And yeah, it canceled out a lot of the stuff that Superman Red did and in the New 52 version of Superman. But the problem was nobody liked the New 52 version of Superman. So that's kind of why a lot of the older stuff that happened didn't merge with the new, and the new stuff kind of just went off into obscurity because nobody liked anything that New 52 Superman did. And to be quite honest, there is nothing I remember that I would like to save from New 52 Superman, and there's a lot I'd love to forget with New 52 Superman. The atomic bomb thing where he loses his powers if he goes full star explosion, whatever they called it. The Doom, that whole Doom story arc, Superman Doomed, I could live without that. Hell on Earth, that's when I dropped Superman. Those are the 3 months I dropped Superman. I could care less about that. There's nothing the New 52 Superman did that I give a crap is no longer in the history books for the current gen Superman. And Deanna, I don't know if you liked the New 52 Superman. If you did, I apologize. But as a reader of Superman for many, many years, I liked absolutely nothing from those 5 years of Superman. Honestly, it was a chore. It was frustration, and it was hard getting through those 5 years of New 52 Superman. From the costume to the character to the supporting characters to Lois, you're my best friend, to Wonder Woman and Superman being together. If it was Kingdom Come, see, Kingdom Come made sense. Lois was dead. It was hundreds of years later, or maybe about 60, 70 years later, whatever you want to call it. And that makes sense, that one day Wonder Woman and Superman will be together, not while Lois is alive. But with Lois Lane alive, and did you notice that Lois had that boyfriend, Jonathan, and he disappeared?
It was only for a brief time.
Mm-hmm.
MT, I have played a little bit of Sonic Mania, and I don't think I heard the new theme for the villain Infinite Sonic Forces, because I'm really not too sure if I'm going to be getting Sonic Forces as the review wise.
Secret Mana. No, I did not see that. I didn't see the remake being announced. Donatello died. That's true. Donatello, I was scared. I thought they were going to kill him permanent.
My favorite Marvel hero, and you should know the favorite Marvel hero is Spider-Man, and anti-hero is the Punisher.
So, Chris, do you think the whole Super Doom crap was... Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, Tevia. I think all of it was erased because you got the Death of Superman that came back instead. If we ever got a new Ninja Turtles, I'd like to see Dave Bautista as Hunt. That would be interesting. Injustice Superman, I don't like that. Who's your favorite Superman artist? I love Dan Jurgens. John Bogdanoff did good. Tim Seeley did good.
I know who your favorite is. Alex Ross.
Alex Ross, of course, but Alex Ross does special books, and he doesn't really, he's not a series regular. Jim Lee did good Superman art.
Any opinion on Uncharted Lost Legacy?
No, I'm not getting that. I'm tired of Uncharted.
Isn't that where some woman is taking over? Is it his daughter or his girlfriend?
No, it's neither. It's people that are part of the supporting cast.
That. I'm not really too sure about that. There's too many other games.
Superman and Lois should and always be together, period, end of story. Agreed. And see, DC understood that, put them back together, gave them a son to be like our bad, we're sorry for 5 years of shit, and here you go.
And see, there is rumor about Spyro probably getting a remake, just like the Crash Bandicoot game, but they're focusing more on now Jack and Daxter, because they're going to be getting their remake. And I thought Spyro.
Do you think John Romita Jr. can ever become a good artist? If he takes lessons from his dad and completely forgets all of the art that he's doing now and his style right now, sure. Oh, thank you, Jesse. I appreciate that. I would like to also promote now, once again, Jay put the link. Let's see if I can go up there and try to, maybe if I copy it off of Jay, I can get it to work now again. I want to see if I can get it. Oh, Jay. Oh, here it is.
What link's that to?
I'm going to tell you in a moment. Can I have that a minute?
Yes.
Yes. So, for those of you that are new or just came on recently, I don't think so, FT. Greg Capello ever drawn, not a Superman comic, but he did draw Superman. Now, for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, I got something in the mail today. I got a lot of something. It's a piece of paper. It's an 11 by 17 poster of Celestial Falcon. I have a lot. So if you're interested in one, number one, get into contact with me and we'll see if I can get you one of these guys. They're already in a couple of stores, possibly in Brooklyn by the time you're seeing this, if it's a video. If it's live, it's only in one store window right now, or one shop window right now. But this is Celestial Falcon. I have the prints finally. I'm super excited. They are glossy. They are beautiful. They are from the printer that does not have the fingerprints. And they came amazing. They look great. I mean, I'm sure on screen it looks like a small picture to you guys, but if you were to see it in person, it's awesome how big and how awesome it looks. For a second, I thought you were just holding a blank poster. Yes, it's a blank poster. It's nothing. There's nothing here. If you would like to buy this paper, let me know. No, it's Celestial Falcon. This is the character I created. This is Celestial Falcon. This is where the comic, the first arc, will be going. It'll be ending with the suit and everything revealed. So with that, I would like to also mention something else. Last Ember Press 529 Studios, we have a mailing list. Once a week, we send out an email giving you guys some behind-the-scenes stuff, some on-the-front-line stuff. If something big drops, maybe there'll be 1 or 2 extra emails. We do not spam your inbox with news. We do it once a week. Brant does an amazing, amazing newsletter that he sends around to everybody. If you have not, there's a link I'll be posting in a moment in the chat. If you sign up, you get a free copy, completely free digital copy of The Last Ember, issue 0. This newsletter, I'm sending the link now. Now it works. I don't understand. Jay sends it. Now I sent it and it worked. This newsletter will give you everything you need to know that's going on with Last Ember Press, 529 Studios, comic books, creators, news dropping, events that we're going to be at, or news or recaps of events that we've been to. This is a newsletter that if you would like to be with us as Last Ember Press grows, click that link, follow Last Ember Press in the emails today. And we've actually built up a lot of followers. So if you haven't already, click to join the mailing list. Join, you get a free comic, you get really great news every single week from Brant, from any of us over at Last Ember Press 529 Studios. Definitely sign up today for your free comic and your free news every single week.
To answer Broly Khan's, how do you feel about Hellboy being in Injustice 2? So Hellboy, which is the original, like from the movie, that's actually good. But here's my complaint, though. They have Sub-Zero in Injustice 2. Why do they have to have Raiden? When did it become almost like a Mortal Kombat video game? I mean, I understand we had the Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, but why now only... With Sub-Zero, they should just kept that. But now if you're going to throw Raiden in there, why not throw in Scorpion while you're in it as well? Because you might as well if you're going to add in Raiden, if they're going to do that. And I think Black Manta or something Black Manta-ish is going to be in there as well. But yeah, Black Manta. So he is going to be in it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, a real quick answer for what would you like to see in Godzilla versus King Kong? I'd like to see Mothra. I like Mothra. Don't you like Mothra?
Mothra's like that butterfly.
Yes.
I think that's good. What was that?
Yes, I saw. Yeah, there's like 6 ice villains. I saw.
What was that giant robot called?
The game is a money drain. I agree. What
was that giant robot called? The one that got
Mecha Godzilla?
No, the human. It looked like a human.
Oh
figure.
my God! I do not know. And if Alan was here, he would.
I can't remember what his name was.
Jet Jaguar?
Maybe Jet Jaguar.
Maybe. We'll never know because Alan's not here. We didn't need Sub-Zero. I don't think we needed him for
Yes,
Justice.
we do.
I'm a
Sub-Zero
huge Sub-Zero fan. There's no reason for him to be in the Injustice game.
Well, it doesn't matter. That makes it even better. Sub-Zero makes everything better. I like Sub-Zero. I like Sub-Zero, and Raiden I don't think was such a good idea.
Okay. Now, moving off of that, for those of you that have Discord, I know my good friend Justin, Exile State Comics, who's in the comments, is already a part of it. I have a Discord. And right now the Discord is, I'm not going to lie, mainly for my Twitch. A lot of the stuff that I talk about on there, a lot of the people that have joined the Discord are part of my Twitch following. However, this week recently, I have revamped my Discord to not only include video games. It includes video games. It includes anime. It includes comic books. It includes every single aspect of what I do online, offline, everywhere. There's anime, comics, TV, movies. I've got a category for picture sharing for those of you that want to share funny pictures or whatever you find online or pictures you've done. I've got everything. I'm really working on fixing it up to be an everything kind of Discord. I'm even trying to work on we'll see if Frontline might one day join Discord. Have you guys ever heard of Chris Chan? Look him up. It's fascinating. I might. But that is the link to my Discord. So you are all welcome to join it, talk in it, make conversations. I have 3 lobbies right now for voice. I've got several for text. I've never used Discord. Well, Jesse, you really should start. It's fun. It's really fun, and it's a good way outside of YouTube to stay in contact. To stay on top of news, because I didn't do it for Dark Avenger Live. I really got to get used to doing it. But I actually have a text tab where I post all of my live shows that I do. I missed this one. I did Media Madness, and I did a Chris and Brand show, and I do all my Twitch streams there. So if you're not on YouTube and you have your Discord, you'll get the notification on Discord. And it's a phone app. It's everywhere. It's on the phones. You can download it on your computer. It's completely free. It's a different version of Skype. They're even working on adding video conversations. Right now it's just audio conversations, but there will be videos soon. They're working on doing that. I truly and honestly believe right now it's mostly for gaming, but I'm starting to see podcasters use it. I'm starting to slowly see people in the comic community using it. This is going to become a very new additional tool for a lot of people, and I definitely want to be there at the start of it. So it's definitely going to evolve out of just gaming and become an everything site. I just want to be there from the very beginning. This way I don't have to be the last one in, so to speak. So if you want, you don't even have to download Discord, Jesse. You could work it right from Google Chrome or whatever browser you use. And signing up is simple. You could sign up with your, I think, Skype, Facebook, whatever you want, and you're on. All you got to do then is click that link, and you're automatically invited into my Discord. I have mods in there that keep everything nice and clean and safe, so you don't have to worry about any trolls or any stupid stuff going on because it's extinguished immediately. We had an issue last night during one of the Twitch streams, but Alan caught it real quick and extinguished the problem right away. It's like Skype, but different, Tevia. You can link your Skype to your Discord now. But yeah, there's a huge community that's definitely building on Discord. So if you haven't already thought about making a Discord, maybe now is the time to start thinking about it. It's a lot of fun. And that's the last I'm going to talk about that. Speaking of anime, why do so many Blu-ray, DVD cost an arm and a leg and a kidney? Who knows? Alan, yes, I got a haircut. Now you can see my big old head. Alan, question for you. Michael wanted to know, in the Godzilla movies, and you know this, the robot, not Mechagodzilla, the robot that was a human robot, was that Jet Jaguar?
Let me see. How do you guys feel about Marvel's Capcom Infinite? I feel that it's going to be a good game, and
I'm excited.
With Tevia's question that the roster is really small, the only reason why the roster is so very small is because, number one, they're only using the movie characters from like the Sony pictures and all that stuff. I don't know why they're making it really small, and it is really unnecessary that they have like such a small roster. And what's also that, remember the whole 3 versus 3? Nope, it's now 2 versus 2. They're going back to the original Marvel vs. Capcom where it's 2 versus 2. So I mean, that's probably why they're doing 2 versus 2, because of the roster being so small. But I don't know. I mean, I wanted to see for myself how the game's going to be, because I did see some of the gameplay where they said that Dormammu was confirmed along with, with, I think Ghost Rider, they said. But I got to tell you, that's really something.
Yeah, so Alan's not answering us again. Oh, yes! I see the yes now.
So it is Jet Jaguar.
Yeah, Justin, I created the comic category specifically because I could see a lot of people from my comic book, from Frontline, from Dark Avenger, my comic channel on YouTube. A lot of people are starting to meld together with my gaming community. That's why I made all those separate categories. There is a category called comic books. That is for comic book conversations and whatnot.
Tevia, the only reason why the Fantastic Four aren't going to be in the game either, because number one, we had a reboot movie that came out like 2 years ago.
And it sucked.
We are not going to talk about the movie. No. That's why they're not in the video game.
And also, the Fantastic Four are not in the 616 or the Marvel Prime universe right now.
I haven't seen it yet in Tekken 7. I haven't been able to play Tekken 7 for many reasons.
Yes, because Mike has to finish Crash, and then he's going to go into Injustice and Tekken.
I should have been done with Crash already.
Well, you need to play it on days that I don't have things planned.
Well, I want to, but when was there a day?
That's quite the combo, MT. Oh, he's talking about Cthulhu mixed with a Xenomorph.
Do you want to hear something really funny, actually, that I heard the other night, actually 2 nights ago, about what happened with the Super NES thing? Because I'm really, really pissed off about this.
Oh, now you're pissed off? Okay.
No, I've been, but yeah.
And then I'm going to answer your question, Kenneth.
So about 2 nights ago, at 1 in the morning, when nobody was told about this, they brought the Super NES to market on Amazon. And it was also in GameStop and other game stores.
And now it's
nobody knew about it. Yeah. The scalpers took it in less than 20, 25 minutes. And many people were fierce. Did you know if I would have known that, I would have gotten it?
I know. If I would have known about that,
nobody
I
told me. I'm surprised Alan didn't tell me.
I
either,
had it set. You told me to
have.
have it set. You told me to have it set to email me if it comes into stock. I never got the email.
Well, I'm just saying. I don't know if Alan knew about it or. Alan, don't ever think I'm in bed. Just send me.
Mike wasn't in bed. Mike goes to bed at 2 a.m. fully.
Exactly. If you would have told me, I would have been on a computer. Whoop, purchased.
Are you guys getting any new Star Wars toys now? No new Star Wars toys for me. I'm good. I got the few figures I wanted. I'm pretty happy.
Do you guys have any statues like from Sideshow?
No, Sideshow is anywhere from $200 to $600. No.
Oh.
Kotobukiya, yes. The Superman line, the Superman statue line, yes. I have a few busts. I have a few like movie statues from Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3, but nothing from Sideshow. I can't afford it.
They sold out on the 2 minutes to set a record. Oh, go figure.
It set a record, so you wouldn't have made it anyway. 2 minutes.
I would have in under 2 minutes. You damn right, I would have made it.
Fox will keep making crappy movies, so the rights. Yeah, exactly. So the rights don't revert. Marvel won't make books, so the money won't go to Fox. Exactly. So basically, we lose as the readers and the fans of the Fantastic Four, but Fox doesn't give two shits. It's his life. All right, talk to you later, DN. Thanks for popping in, man. It's a complicated world. But I told you that was going to happen with the Super Nintendo.
Just because that they're going to release...
Bowen has great statues, too, yes.
Just because they're releasing the never-before-seen video game released in the United States of Star Fox 2, they're trying to make it... And even on eBay, when I was looking on eBay, they're making it twice as much as the asking price.
They want about $500-$600.
Yeah, that's what I hate about scalpers. They just take these items...
That's Michael's trigger. Scalpers.
Well, don't you agree?
Oh, yeah, but I don't want it, so...
Of course, you don't want anything I like.
I don't want the Super...
It has Star Fox 2. How could you not want that?
2 words.
And it has Super Ghosts and Goblins, like remember when you said in that
2 words.
In the NES thing?
2 words.
It's in this one.
2 words. Cash grab.
It has Super Ghosts and Goblins.
Cash grab. I said 2 words. Cash grab.
Hopefully a friend of mine will get it, and then I'll give him the money.
Nintendo dropped the ball once again. That's why I didn't bother. I knew this was going to happen.
I'm a Nintendo collector.
Cash grab.
I like... Excuse me.
Oh, I understand. I would just confirm it's a cash grab.
It is, yes, but I like to collect things from them. And you know they're going to have a mini N64. This is what the years are turning into. Remasters and resizing and minis.
Yep.
That's what they're doing. There's going to be a mini PlayStation probably, you know that. And there's probably going to be a mini of the Xbox.
No. What they're doing is they're going to be announcing the PlayStation 5 to come out in 2019. And it's going to go and play PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5.
Good night, Irene.
No, it's going to be a new console that is backwards compatible.
Then why do we have all the others then? Why couldn't they do it for the other systems?
Because they were lazy and it's Sony.
Why couldn't?
So you know what? We could throw away our PlayStation 3. We could throw away our PlayStation 2 and 1 because the PlayStation 5 is going to play everything from 1 to 5.
And do that on the Xbox while you don't have a chance.
I will say yes. PS5 hype. I am very hyped for that.
They're doing that with the Xbox. Is it on the One or the X?
Yeah, the Xbox One.
That they're bringing the Xbox.
Yeah, it's on all the Xbox Ones. No, it's on all of them. Anything that's
so when the Xbox
One,
X
Slim,
comes out,
X, all of them, all
the
3.
Xbox X, whatever.
All 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited. If that's true about the 5, we will buy the 5 if it's backwards compatible.
No, I like that, but it's just like, why couldn't they do that for all the other systems? That's what I am trying to understand.
I don't know, but I will say that if that is the truth, I will buy a PS5 like that.
All right, then.
But that means the year after, or 2 years after, Xbox One.
Then where does that leave the real life thing called? I can't remember.
Virtual reality? It'll move over. Thing. It's an extension, of course.
Oh,
it's
going to go. Extension?
It'll go right over to the next one. Sure.
All right. I hope it does.
It works with Mike. It works with the PS4 Pro. If we were to get rid of this and switch to the Pro, You just USB hook it up. It's fine.
All right, I'm just saying. I just hope it's not just compatible.
No, the VR is going to be compatible with the next PlayStation.
And of course, PS5 is going to be around 400, or
it's
just
worth
to be
it.
a haha 500 because of 500.
It's worth it. $500, you get 5 systems in one, a new system and 4 old ones.
Good luck trying to get it.
And you probably could stream from it.
Good luck trying to get it.
In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be forget it. Even if it comes out during the Black Friday sales.
Exactly. PS5 Pro Slim.
During the Thanksgiving. I know it's worth it, Adam. I'm just saying. You're not understanding. I know it's worth it. It's how you're going to get it.
MT, I agree with you, and that was my argument if they were going to release it at E3 this year. However, if they make the release for 2019, that's 2 years away. That means the PS4 will be 6 years old by then. That makes sense. Well, if they released it this year, it'd be 4 years old. It makes no sense.
Japan gets things before we do. They probably already have a PS5.
No, not yet. Japan will probably get it in 2018. We'll get it Christmas of 2019.
I'd rather go to Japan to play some of their games instead of waiting.
I'd rather go to Japan for
After seeing Dashy's video, like, you know that big game store that had like so many floors? I forgot what it was called. It had like all the retro stuff in there. That's like game heaven in there. I would love to go in there, and I wish I could do a video of it. I don't care if everything's in Japanese. I would still...
And of course it will, Jesse. 100% will. Because the Xbox One, when you put the 360 games in it, it ups the graphics a bit as well. So I'm sure it'll... Well, maybe not 4K. I don't want to give you that illusion of, yeah, it'll go to 4K, but it might up. They might up the graphics for older games, so it doesn't look as shitty. But at the same time, people like retro, so I guess if they did do it, it would be for PS3 and PS4 games, not for 2 and not, especially not for the 1. Because you could download Fighting Force for $5, and the graphics are exactly as shitty as they were on the PlayStation 1. So I don't think you could do that with
the graphic-wise for Fighting Force that we have weren't that bad, really. They don't even upgrade any graphics.
It's
true.
The
same thing.
It's true. But anyway, guys, that's it for Dark Avenger Live this week. We will be back next week, same time, same place. But it's not over yet for me tonight. If you'd like to be a part of the Twitch stream that is going to go on in a mere 10-ish, maybe 15 minutes, go over to Dark Avenger C86 on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dark Avenger C86. Myself, Firestorm, and Spartan, who was here and is not here at the moment, we're going to be doing, and we might have a guest, we will be doing a Friday the 13th grand finale stream. It'll be a 3-hour long, the end to Friday the 13th. And if you'd like to be a part of that, come chill with us. It might even be longer. Who knows? Thank you guys so much. All of you for being here live. Thank you all for being here with us. Yes, Lord help us. I agree, Firestorm. Thank you all for being here. Next week, come by, bring some questions, bring some stuff you want to discuss, and we'll be back with Dark Avenger Live, episode 167. This was 166. We are chugging our way.
It's 126.
I'm sorry. You're right. It will be 127 next week, not 160. Wow. That's bad.
You're on your numbers.
I'm way too far up.
That's bad. Well, actually, the 6 and the 2, you probably,
Yeah, probably.
It does happen. It happens to me, too, sometimes. So
have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you guys next week for Dark Avenger Live. Tuesday for Frontline Live. Take care. Keep reading. Keep collecting. And we will see you guys in the next live show.
Yep. Hey, everybody.
Take care, everybody.